Welcome to my Valheim Pack Mule series. I created a mod which basically requires me to be a pack mule, because I'm not allowed to store any items. Anything I want to keep has to stay in my inventory at all times. I was excited to show my wife my first mod, but since she's never played Valheim, I decided to take her along for an entire playthrough. Join us as I play through all of Valheim with only the gear on my back.
Alright. So in the last episode, we tamed a boar.
That was the highlight.
Very exciting. And then I brought back a Hall of Iron and got a shield and a spear. Hall and Oats. But yeah, so we're good to go on food for a while. We got an iron spear and shield now. A lot easier to fight stuff. Okay. So now I'm going a little bit more exploring in the swamp.
Because it's safe.
Yeah, now that I'm not just going to die.
What's that green glowy thing?
That's ooze. Well, or it's what is it, guck?
It seemed much bigger than just one of the ooze that I've already seen.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not the ooze creature. It's a material called guck that you use to make like a couple of things.
Oh.
I don't know. I know you use it to make a bow and stuff, but I don't know.
All right.
Anyways, but yeah, I'm looking for more crypts because obviously that's where we're gonna find more iron, and there are no other crypts here. I ran into that one right off the bat. And that's it. That's all that's in the swamp here.
Are there multiple swamps?
Yeah. So but I'll have to go and find more swamps.
Ew.
Oh, what's this coming out of?
Ew. Is that a tree?
Basically.
Like a scary ent?
It's an abomination. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, except for the ents that I know of are nice.
Yeah. So this is where the shield comes in handy because I can actually parry the abomination.
What is it?
It's a tree. It's a living tree. I don't know.
No, but so it's like a swamp creature.
Yeah, it's like the troll of the swamp.
Okay.
Yeah. They're pretty rare. You can make some armor from them. Which there's a lot of similarities actually. Yeah, because in the Black Forest you make troll hide armor, and here you make root armor with the roots they drop. The fight's going not ideal because there's a couple skeletons and Draugr around that are really annoying, and this thing's not the easiest to kill in the first place. Wow. And I'm missing some blocks, and then
are you about to die?
I'm getting pretty low.
Foreshadowing. Yeah. We'll see.
But thankfully he kills that guy.
Oh, I didn't know he could kill things.
Yeah.
His own people.
Well, they're from different biomes. So things from different biomes can generally attack each other.
What was it that he just killed?
A Grey Dwarf.
How was that here?
Because I'm right next to Black Forest.
Oh.
Like right up this hill. If you look on the mini-map, it's right behind me is Black Forest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, so it just kind of bopped into the swamp?
Yeah. Yeah. And there's this freaking skeleton shooting me this whole time. Anyways, the skeleton is technically like a swamp creature. I think. Right? That's right? I don't think I think all the stuff in the swamp doesn't attack skeletons. If you get skeletons in the Black Forest, the skeletons do attack like trolls and Grey Dwarves and stuff.
Why did you just mark that there was an abomination here?
Because they do generally spawn in the same spot. So if I want to go kill more later...
Oh, there'll be another one.
Yeah. Now, I don't think... It's not a for sure thing, but I think there's spots they spawn that they have a chance of spawning. And if they're going to spawn, it's going to be in one of these spots. Basically, so
if you find one, check again.
Yeah, I can mark it.
Kind of a lightning strikes twice situation.
Yeah. And then, so what I'm doing now is I'm running around this island, because again, I do have a boat at this point, so I could go sailing for more, which I'm going to have to end up doing. But I'm just trying to find some more swamp to see if I can find more crypts. So I'm in another swamp now, and I'm running through it, and there are, as far as I can tell, 0 crypts in this swamp, which is great. So
how big is the world itself? Real big, or could you explore the whole thing if you wanted to?
It'll take a while to explore the whole thing.
Okay.
But I mean, at some point, I'm sure it'll show up, and I'll show how how much you have to zoom out to see everything, but yeah, I'm just running the outline of this island right now. So that's swamp number 2 on this island.
And this is the island that you killed the second
The
boss?
Elder on, yep. Yeah, so... Real annoying. As you can tell, I'm low on food, and trolls are not difficult to kill at this point. Anyways, back to the Elder. I went the entire outline of the island, and there's not really any crypts anywhere in these swamps. So I am going to have to go to somewhere else to find a different swamp that has crypts.
Because you get iron out of crypts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And you need more iron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Main
weren't
thing
you,
from the
Oh, no,
swamps.
you weren't next to your boat because you sailed it back with iron. So is that where you're going now, to your boat?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? What are you
That's a
doing
good
right
question. What am I doing?
now? And why are we watching it in normal speed?
There's a reason why, because it's on normal speed. I can't exactly remember. I think because I was just... Oh, because I was... Okay, I was trying to show that's the kind of the process and why I have 2 portals at base is because if I end up at a random different portal, I can rename it to just be blank, and then it'll connect to my secondary base portal, and then I can just go back through and rename it and reset it up so it's fine. But that is why I have the second portal at base, so I can get back from anywhere. But yeah, so right now I'm sailing like south. I run into this Leviathan. You wouldn't know it from looking at it. But this is a Leviathan. So they are not going to like attack you or anything, but it's basically a creature. This is not a landmass in the ocean here. They spawn these little, I don't know what they're called, these little nodes on them though, and you mine them and you get chitin, which you can use to make a couple of random things.
Okay.
So what I want is I want to mine these enough so I can get 30 chitin so I can make a harpoon. Because a harpoon comes in handy in several different ways later.
So why does it matter that this is a creature if it's not going to attack you?
Because once you start mining it, it will get mad and then start submerging.
Oh, so you only have so long to do it.
Yeah. So when I'm starting off, it'll get mad at some point. It'll get set off. So until then, I'm trying to be slow and make sure I stay full on stamina and get a few hits. And then once it starts submerging, I'm going to mine as much as I can to try to get
it come back up in the same spot eventually?
No. Once it's gone forever. Yeah. So I mean, obviously, there's a lot of these that spawn around the world, but you do have to go find more at that point. So I'm getting a little bit lucky. It's not gotten mad yet, and I mined those 3 whole ones, and it's still going strong. So I was hopeful that I was going to be able to get up to 30, and so now it's upset. It's going to start submerging, right? So I'm going to go as fast as I can. I mine quite a bit of this.
So nothing bad happens if it goes somewhere all the way under. You can still like swim back to your boat.
Yeah, I mean, I got real freaked out the first time I was doing this because I'm like, is it gonna like do something weird? Like it's gonna pull
Did
you
you
under?
know it was a creature when you
No.
started doing this?
No.
Oh, so the ground started moving.
Yeah.
And
and then it starts doing this, and again, it's weird because I'm like, if this is the real world, it's gonna pull, and then there's gonna be water currents you gotta worry about. I tried to get one more. It did not work out. Oh, did it work out? Even if I got that one? I did not get 30 chitin. I got 29. It's very upsetting. And right now, okay, so you can sit here and tread water and you're fine, but as soon as you get down to 0 stamina, you start dying. You slowly lose health. So I was making a game plan real quick to make sure I'm going towards the ladder because it's not on both sides of the ship. But you make it back on, fine. We're good. So I have 29 chitin now, and I can make a dagger with it, but I don't really need a dagger because it's basically the same as iron weapons.
so now you want to find another one so you can get 30.
Yeah,
So
I would
you don't
love
have to
to.
just hold those resources.
Would love to, yeah, because they're also a little bit heavy. I think it's like 58 kilograms it takes up. I hop off on this big island here. There's a big mountain.
So you'll at least like build a portal so you can come back.
Yeah, I think that was what I was wanting to do. I do not actually...
Seems as though you've gotten distracted.
Yeah. Well, because I run into this plains over here. It looks kind of similar to a meadow, but Plains is biome number 5. It's very dangerous.
So then why are you going into it?
Well, I'm not going to. I want to grab some of these cloudberries because you can make some potions with them and stuff.
That they're in the plains, so
yeah.
you're in the plains right now.
Yeah, and these little goblin-looking things will probably one-shot me at this point if they come attack me. Maybe not.
So
But
if
close.
you are just like slow and quiet, will they leave you alone, or are they going to come for you?
They I might be able to get around it. I think attacking the skeletons is probably going to set them off, but yeah, they're coming for me anyway. So I'm just going to run around and try to grab a couple of these without getting hit. Which it's fine. They kind of run around. They do an attack and then they run around. So you let them try to attack you for a second, and then they'll leave you alone for a second. But yeah, not going to do much else here because I also am not going to be able to kill them quickly or use anything from them right now. So I got some cloudberries, and that's it. So I didn't actually build a portal over here for now because I didn't know that I would need it right away. It probably would have been good to do, but I would have needed to like get more resources before I keep going, and I really want to get to a swamp. So didn't build a portal yet.
You could have just taken that boar right back.
I could have, yeah. But I saw this earlier while I was sailing. And so this is a good-looking chunk of swamp with a couple of sections on it. I'm sailing towards specifically that little fire nozzle there because that's where surtlings spawn, and they drop coal and surtling cores when you kill them. So it's a lot easier than getting the surtling cores from swamps or cooking coal. Like, it's nice to go to.
The surtling cores from swamps? You mean dungeons?
The dungeon. Well,
okay.
Oh yeah, sorry, the dungeons in the Black Forest.
Okay.
So if you notice, I just got cold because it's nighttime now, right as I'm pulling up here. They don't actually do much damage. So I'm killing them. You see I'm getting hit a lot. My health is fine, right? I feel cold because it's nighttime. And then, it's a freaking abomination. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm trying to draw it over the fire because the fire does a lot of damage. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to shield and not die. There's some leeches out there. I got to be really careful on this very small patch of ground. And then a freaking wraith shows up.
What's a wraith?
That thing right there. So
scary mean.
It only and then I get hit. I get knocked into the water. Now there's leeches in the water. There's the wraith. There's the abomination.
You're pretty much done.
Yeah. This did not go well. I did not get a portal down. My freaking boat's over here, so the abomination's gonna go kill the boat. It's very frustrating. That was the thing where it's like, okay, if it was just the abomination, I would have just sat there and just dodged his attacks and let the fire kill him. And then the wraith shows up because it's nighttime.
That's why you go to sleep at night.
I know. It got nighttime literally 20 seconds before I got there. It's very frustrating. Yeah. So my plan now is I kind of sailed south. So I'm going to run to the south part of my island and just make a raft. And just raft down there. And you'll see why I didn't opt for a raft originally. But the south part of my island, and then that's where I died.
Aren't you going to need a boat, though? Like, to get stuff back? So doesn't it just make sense to go ahead and make another one?
Well, so what my plan is I'm just going to make a forge out in a swamp. So instead of having to haul iron back to my main base, right now I'm just going to make it work and make a forge in the swamp so I can mine it and smelt it and craft it there.
Okay.
I don't have to haul it back every time because I can't haul very well. So that shouldn't be a huge problem, but this is the freaking raft. It goes extremely slow. If there's any kind of turbulence in sea, it's really bad because like serpents can spawn and it's not very durable. Like, not ideal. So it is going to get me at least just back to the swamp though, which is all I need at this point. But my gosh, it's slow.
Yeah.
This is 16 times speed.
So kind of like sitting there trying to make that boar love you.
Yeah.
So an abomination is likely to spawn again, or is it the same one going to be there?
Yeah, it won't despawn. So it's still going to be alive over there.
Okay, so you know that's going to be there.
Yeah. Using a sledgehammer to kill these leeches and these blobs and stuff. This landing was much less aggressive. It wasn't at night. There wasn't an abomination and a wraith. So much more chill.
So do wraiths only spawn at night? Or, okay. And they're just like really scary, hard to kill, mean.
Yeah, they're not even that horrible, but they fly. So they will just descend down on you from wherever they are. Which means it's a lot more difficult to run from them. And they do a decent amount of damage, but I don't know. Yeah, it's anyways. So I'm heading back over to where I died. I wanted to see if I could save my boat, because it's like, if you're far enough away, they're gonna be there and like load back in when you get over there, but it's not like he's sitting there destroying my boat right, once I die and I'm spawned elsewhere. So I wanted to try to see if I could get back over here to save it, but the trekking through the swamp took longer than I wanted. It was very annoying. I ran into this here that I wanted to check out really quick, because there's a spawner up there, but there can be those rune stones to point you towards the boss in these structures, which it doesn't look like there is in this one, but I wanted to check it out and just see if I could find it.
Oh yeah, because you still don't know where the boss is.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And then I just got hit with poison by something, but I don't know what, because I do not think the Draugrs poisoned me. So what is going on here? 1-star Draugr archer spawns, and he hits pretty hard. So at this point, I'm like, I'm getting poisoned down. If he hits me one more time, I'm dead. It's getting a little dangerous. I don't know why I'm clearing this out. So we stop there. I'm trying to make sure nothing's going to run in and kill me at this point. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So, that freaking guy. He's running out there trying to take shots at me. Jeez. Anyways, over there in the background is where my boat is. Which you can see, and it's still there. So I'm like, man, I need to book it. But also the thing is, there's going to be an abomination over there, and if I'm drawing a bunch of stuff with me, I'm probably just going to die again. So I need to kind of kill stuff as I'm going up to it, and not just die. And the problem is, there's a bunch of random crap around here that's an oozer, and there's several Draugr on the way, and it's not ideal. But yeah, the abomination is back up, destroying my boat now. But yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I also did not just rebuild a boat, because I didn't know that I would need one. But
can you lure it? Is he
the abomination? I was gonna say, like, if I can get up there, maybe I can get him off it. Yeah, but it is destroyed at this point. It just got destroyed because there's the little carcass of it still showing. Yeah, that's annoying. So I'm trying to make sure I kill all this stuff before I go back and kill the abomination, so I don't die. But
wow, depressing.
yeah.
Can't get too attached to these things. That's why you don't need it.
Old Betsy. But yeah, so and while all this stuff, I'm trying to make it over there, and I don't know why there's so many freaking monsters right in this moment.
Is there normally this many? It does feel like there is a ton, but yeah, I don't know how this normally goes.
I don't think there's normal. It's very rare to run into this many. I think the abomination is kind of heading over at this point, but everybody's basically dead, so it will be fine at this point. But my gosh, that was frustrating. That whole landing and trying to get back here and save it. And I can't run over there.
Yeah, because all the things and yeah.
So I am gonna kill it because I want more root, so I can make root armor.
And I mean, just vengeance, just a general sense of revenge. Make yourself feel better. You kill my boat, I kill you.
Yeah. Jeez.
Is this sped up? It seems sped up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at this point, it's fine. If there was more danger to it's like how when I was recording the trolls, I'm like, the first time I'll show you the whole fight, and after that, it's fine.
Like it's the same.
Yeah. Same, faster. I have a good. I guess I had the book there before, but.
So it's getting dark. Are you going to build a portal?
At some point, yeah.
Oh.
So originally, I was thinking I'm going to build a portal out by the Surtling cores here because I want to be able to just come and revisit it and pick up a bunch of the Surtling cores and coal. The issue is I'm building this way too close. And nothing, that white ring you're seeing around there, that's the range of the workbench, and nothing can spawn inside that. So I'm completely cutting off the spawner by doing that. We're not going to get more Surtling spawn there. So I do fix that later, but that was not wise decision on my part. I'm mining this into the water because the water kills them. And so if you mine the area they spawn into the water, then they spawn and they fall in the water, they just die. Makes it really easy to take them out. Not completely necessary, but it'll help kill them later. But yeah. At least, now I have a portal over there, so I can get back and
do some stuff.
Yeah.